So one of my friends was crushed by a piano. His funeral was very low key because pianos have keys. Forget it.
Perfect.
I'm definitely gonna melt in here because got to shut the window a little bit because of the noise. Lights giving off a lot of heat. And yeah, we're in the UK and it's like 30, I think. Haven't checked, but yeah, when it's hot, we always say it's about 30. Anyways, just got back from London and yes, I've come back to these bad boys. Look at what we have here. A classic, a retro with one of the best collaborators with Nike, in my opinion. In today's episode, we are having a look at the Nike Air Max 1 collaboration with HUF in that pear green colorway. Right, so other than looking like a Krispy Kreme donut with all the sweat, the show must go on. And yeah, I'm excited about these. Didn't think, well, like a lot of us, didn't think we'd ever see these again, you know, coming back from 2004, 20 years ago. Who would have thought it? But yeah, a lot of people were calling for these. This wasn't the only one that dropped. Big story about how this pair came into my hands. This is actually from HUF, the website, the American website. Yeah, big mess, but we'll get into that. Now this did drop with two other colorways. It was the orange pair, which initially way back when was only a family and friends pair. So that's why a lot of people preferred the orange pair compared to this one. But yeah, this is the original technically, so I had to get them. And the other colorway was a Japanese exclusive, the pink pair. Now it was nice and I do get the whole attraction to it because of the exclusivity, but I mean, because of the resale market, they're not as hard to get now as back in the day, for example. And the pink, it's nice, but yeah, it's just not for me. And we spoke recently on a sort of podcast episode when I spoke about the HUF and Air Max 1 pack. And yes, we finally got them on June 15th on the HUF website, but it was more available everywhere near enough on June 22nd. Now I have to talk about how I got these from the HUF website and what an absolute shambles it was for me anyway, personally. Now because yes, I'm from the UK and yes, the whole Brexit thing, and yes, the whole duties, taxes, delivery fees and everything else. Now let's go back a second. Retail was around $145 in the UK, but yes, after everything that I've just mentioned, with all the fees added on top coming all the way from the United States of America, this pair cost me £230. Now I wouldn't mind because I wanted to get them in early, obviously, for a review, but one, these came actually after the UK release and both pairs came together at the same time. I got an 8.5 and a 9. Yes, we'll talk on sizing in just a little bit. And not only did I receive these way after the UK release, I actually got another pair of StockX by accident. You know how it goes. You leave a bid on there, you lowball it and someone just accepts it. So I got those even under retail. I got them for like 140 and I know there's not much of a difference, but yeah, on the resale market, these are going for peanuts. But look, they're here now. I'm not gonna cry too much. I've got 3 pairs of this colorway. Absolutely fuming. Should have went for the orange pair in the American release on the HUF website, but you live and learn. It is what it is. Now talking about sizing though, and I'm glad I tried an 8.5 and a 9, and the 9 for me is my normal size, and yeah, they fit perfectly. So if you are looking to get these on a restock or even the resale market, honestly, just go true to size. Now I've seen a lot of talk online and the fact that a lot of sizes were sitting, which I was a bit surprised about. But I mean, for true Air Max heads like us, it was an absolute dream. Yeah, I do kind of wish I went for the orange pair as well as this green pair, the green pair. I wish I went for those two, like both at the same time. But anyway, going around this box, and it's definitely something I was very happy about just because it does stand out from the crowd, you know? It comes in that old school Nike box that we used to get in the early 2000s with the HUF and Nike logos on the top of the lid. And then towards the left of that, because of the colorway, yes, it's in that nice green. Now I'm not gonna lie, I haven't seen the other colorways in terms of their boxes, but I'm guessing the boxes are based off the colorways in that section. Obviously, if you've seen them, comment down below. Now, all the marketing behind this release was absolutely amazing. I mean, the HUF official Instagram page released some cool videos with the dog Bones making center stage. And he does actually feature along with some of the scenes in the marketing on the tissue paper. But I found this pretty cool. It's definitely got a retro vibe to it. Now, other than the spare set of black laces that this did come with, we also got a Bones keychain, which I found really cool. Now, on the product sticker though, on the box, just to finish up, is Nike Air Max 1 Special Project. And the official colorway is Anthracite, Pear, and Medium Grey. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend I got the original pair way back in 2004. I was only like 11, but it's a great thing to see a classic retro of this caliber making a comeback. It's very similar to like the bacon colorway that we had to the 90. Only the fact of what it means for the culture and what it means for Air Max heads. But going around this shoe though, and what makes it so special in terms of this actual retro for me is the materials, other than the colorway of course. Now, straight off the bat, the QC wasn't the best. I mean, my 8.5 pair did come with a few scuffs, but my size 9 pair honestly was actually pretty decent, so I can't be too mad. Now, we have a mixture of absolutely amazing materials that you wouldn't really think would work on an Air Max 1, but yeah, it definitely does. Like the mudguards and the overlays have that sort of cracked leather look, and it has a nice sort of shimmer. Definitely sets the tone for the rest of the shoe. Now, the leather toe box is nice, and it's nowhere near, like we mentioned earlier, that 90 bacon pair. That was something else, but it's definitely got a nice touch to it. Now, the mid panels for me is where it's at in terms of that premium feel. Got that smooth nubuck finish with the Nike swooshes on both sides in that premium leather. Now, I personally think the laces this does actually come with is better than the all black, just because it adds a bit more color. Now, we've got nubuck all over the tongue, but on the top of it is the HUF Nike branding with that Air Max on that green tab. Now, other than the black on the inside of the tongue, we have that soft green cotton around the sock liner, and also the green insole with the HUF branding in there too. Now, around the ankle collar, we have a softer sort of leather compared to the toe box, and it would have been nice to have that leather on the toe box, but yeah, it is what it is. Now, I'm so glad they went for the original Nike Air branding towards the back at the heel counter in that green. And we've also got that soft two-tone nubuck, so if you brush it one way, it's going to look different to brushing it the other way. Now, we've got that grayed out midsole here with the air units in that sort of pear green colorway. But can we just be thankful this was an 87 cut instead of a big bubble? As much as I like the big bubble air units, nah, it just wouldn't have worked. I think there would have been riots. But finishing off on the outsole, we have that hit of green towards the toe area, and yes, that classic Air Max 1 waffle design. So broskies, we've had a look at the box it comes with, all the extras, and the shoe and the colorway itself. What are we thinking though? Are these a buy or a buy? Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not a Nike Air Max fanboy, because I know I am. I'm proud, bruh. So I'm definitely going to be happy that a retro of this caliber is coming out 20 years later. And for people my age that was too young to sort of fully appreciate the sneaker way back when, yes, the retro will definitely do. Now, I am most likely going to try and get the orange pair as well, just because I do like it a lot. I don't know why, I just like orange on a sneaker. But the pear green colorway was always going to be priority, so I'm glad I got them. And the materials on this shoe, I know I've spoken about the QC not being the best, but it's also not the worst that we've seen. And I am hoping a lot more Nike and HUF collaborations do end up coming out, especially the retros. And off the top of my head, the most recent one that we did have was the Nike Panda Dunk. With all those tearaway panels, that was something else. But I am hoping a lot of the Air Max silhouettes do end up retroing between Nike and HUF. Those 90 HUF quakes, yes please. But anyways, broskies, I think you know where I'm at with this colorway, with this collaboration, with this pack. I am indeed giving these an absolute buy. Now, other than receiving these a lot later than expected, I can't really complain too much. Something I did need in my collection, especially this year. Personally for me, other than the Volts that we got on Air Max Day, I think this is the best Air Max 1 that we've got. It's been a very lackluster year for Air Max 1s, but yeah, they're still slowly coming out. So let's see what other Air Max 1s Nike do give us. But anyways, leave all your comments down below, broskies. Did you get this colorway? Did you get the orange or the pink? Or was this an absolute miss? Leave it all down below and I will pin the best comment. And don't forget to do all of that good stuff, like, comment, share, and yes, until the next episode, take care.